Hello, I'm Stanzi and welcome to my house. Today I have created this look for getting back to school and not much more to say than just keep watching. I feel like pointing on that side. Anyway, just keep watching! Okay, so back to school makeup. That means it needs to be quick because no one wants to wake up ridiculously early in the morning to do their makeup. Or maybe some of you do, but for those of us who don't, or rather for those of you who don't, because I'm up early anyway to do my workout. I completely forgot. Washi tape, that's the name. Washi tape. I have not laid my base on my eyes yet. I am doing it after the washi tape because sometimes when I do this, a corner with that corner. Sometimes when I do this, you sort of remove the base product from the eyes and that's kind of useless. So, here you go again. Apologies for the state of my nails. I am getting them done today. And that one there, I actually got it stuck in the dishwasher. I was gonna close the dishwasher and I forgot to move my finger and it hurt like you can imagine. So, yes, I'm filming. I'm doing one eye and then I'm doing the other. I am using the Linda Hallberg palette today. It's called the Infinity palette. This is what it looks like. And then that is what it looks like with all the shades. As you can probably see, a lot of shades are being well used by me. Brushes I am going to use from Makeup Store Blender Wide 708. I am starting with Maffei. I think that's the name. That one. And I'm placing that one on the crease and a bit above. Wrong eye! To be able to see me as well. And what I'm doing next is I'm going to take some of Swicky. I don't know, it's named Swicky. That one. A little of that one, too much, and hopefully I'm not covering myself with the mirror so that you can still see what I'm doing. Lay that one on the crease and sort of below the crease as well because it's a wide brush, so it sort of gets to be down here as well. And now I'm going in with the light shade again. Dabbing it on. There we go. What we're going to do now, quickly and simply, is eyeliner. Don't fall off. Sometimes you can do the eyeshadow first and then you put this one on and then you put the eyeliner on. That's not the way I'm doing it today. I wanted to use my black crayon from Linda Hallberg, but I'm going to have to go with my liquid eyeliner from Makeup Store because I cannot find the black crayon. So, liquid eyeliner. That's the only name it has, so I'm guessing they only have one. That's the tip of it from Makeup Store, I said that. Dragging it out. Dragging it in. I'm not overly fond of felt liners, I have to say. I like this one because it stays on all day, it doesn't move or anything like that. I need to get a new one because there's very little left in it, but I prefer when there is a brush to put on my liner. I'm a lot better with maneuvering that than these felt tips. I also, when it comes to makeup store eyeliners, I like their cake liner. Oh, I'm most used to using that cake liner as well, and that's probably why I prefer brush to do my eyeliner. Come on. Straighten up that line. This needs to be quick. Oh, I poured some of this out, that's why I'm going down with the brush too, just because it's running out. So you just press it down to the surface and it sort of blobs out like ink, and then you can sort of use it like that instead. And then tightlining a bit, not all the way. I'm just going to do half the eye, like that, and like that. Next eye. I already did this eye because when I was putting on the... It was too much! I got too much when I was putting on the BB cream on the other eye. So I already did the lower half here. I forgot to film a bit, so that's why I'm telling you. Be careful with the line. Hopefully the viewfinder is good enough for me so I don't get a chunk, and I can sort of take it down a bit as well if I want to sort of highlight. So I use my BB cream because it is a little shade, it's the medium, a few shades lighter than me, so I sort of use it as people would do with concealers and sort of lighter shades when it comes to contouring. Eyes done. When I do like this, I let the winged liner be the effect, so I don't do my lashes. Sometimes I do, but usually I don't. Today I'm not going to, because it's all about being quick and effective. I'm going back to the Linda Hallberg palette, and I'm going to use this contour shade. The brush I'm using is from Makeup Store, and it's the, what does it say? Blush Medium 503, and contouring. Cheeks. I don't contour a lot of my face because also when you work in a school you have to think about the fluorescent light and things like that, so you can't contour too much because it will show. You don't have sort of the setup I have here with a window right in front of me giving me light like that, natural light as well. So you have to think of your surroundings as well when doing makeup. What are you going to do? Who are you going to meet? You know, what's your social engagement going to be like? Then go on this side and then on that side. I always find that this side looks better than the other. Always, doesn't matter whether I use contouring. So I'm going in with my trusted compact powder from Makeup Store, and the shade is Chocolate, and I put that sort of in the middle, or so it just right on top the contour, so it just reaches both below and above it. And I do that on both sides. And the sun is disappearing. Hopefully that won't be that noticeable on the camera. The room suddenly got very dark where I'm sitting. I also want to thank everyone who written in asking me to do back to school looks. I have absolutely no problem with you asking me to do certain looks if there is something you feel that you want me to do. Whether it is to my personal style or not, I don't mind it, because it's fun playing around with makeup. Okay. I mean, I'm a teacher, so I am going back to school, but I also work in a gallery, which I'm doing today, so there I'm not a teacher. And also when people ask me for go back to school looks, I think that those are mostly teenagers, so, you know, sort of my pupils really. but we can all enjoy makeup. And there we go. Going back to the Linda Hallberg palette, Infinity palette, I need to remember it's called Infinity palette. I am using my Blush Large 500 from Makeup Store. I am going in with this shade, which I am currently forgetting the name, Pine Wheel. So I'm using this one right above and almost exactly where I put the contour. So I'm sort of giving my cheeks a little darker shade on the lower half. Can you see where I'm placing it? Sort of there. Sometimes you have to be careful with viewfinder because you look a lot paler on screen than what I do when I look in the mirror. So sometimes you put on blush and then you sort of switch off the camera and you kind of go, whoa, that was a bit too much blush. That's why also I say that, you know, the way I put on my makeup here, I need to consider that I'm going out in the world. So it may look one way in the viewfinder, it may look another way in my mirror, and I have to go after the mirror because I'm not going to wash out this makeup before I go to work. I'm going to keep it on. So it's sort of finding the balance of you needing to see enough change and actually wearing makeup that is wearable. Putting on makeup that is wearable. That's why, you know, consider your lighting at home, consider your lighting at school. Just do a makeup that works for that, because unfortunately I have had pupils coming to school and they've done their contour really well, but with the lighting in the classroom you see every single place, you know, the highlight, you see it so clearly that however much you blend it, if you're not going to have a camera right in front of you, then it won't actually work the way it's supposed to. So you need to really work at blending the different areas of your face so that it looks as natural as possible, and not consider, you know, the lighting you have in your home where you're doing your makeup, but actually the lighting of where you're going to spend most of your day. So it takes some time to learn, but you know, we all have to start somewhere, so why not use this time to learn? You know, listen to me, hopefully take in some of the words. I am trying to give you some kind of makeup wisdom here. Now I'm going in with that clean brush, the same kind of brush, Blush Large 500. I'm going in with Andromeda, which is the pinker one here, and I'm putting that above where I put the darker shade. So both of these are shimmery. Andromeda is a bit more shimmery than Pinewood. Yeah, Pinewood. And basically what this allows me to do is sort of give me even more of a contour, but doing so with blush shades, because it's darker here, it's lighter here, and then I'm going in with a highlighter today actually. A very neutral highlighter that you can pack on if you don't want it to be neutral, but I like it neutral. And we can still some on the nose. I like to get that summer freshness on my face. It's looking really dark now. I'm gonna see if I can change a bit of that lighting. Does that look better? I think that looks better. I just sort of turned the blinds a bit. This is the way my cheeks are looking. What else? Yes, highlight. I like using my Blush Angle 501, Makeup Store again. I think you're seeing a theme here when it comes to my brushes. I used the ones from Body Shop for years and I really liked them, and I still really like them, but I find that there is something for the way I do my makeup and for the makeup that I use. These brushes are just perfect for it. So if you haven't tried any, I suggest just buying one or two, try them out, if you find that they work for you, then save up money and buy them piece by piece. They're not the cheapest, they're not the most expensive either, so it's sort of medium price range on their brushes. And oh right, the highlight I'm using, oh my god, it's so dirty. Can you see? Can you see what it says there? Because I can't. Actually, I can read it off the camera. Virgo. And I can barely see it here. That's interesting. I was saying something. Anyway, highlighter going on. And can you see that? It's barely on my face. It's sort of very matchy to my complexion. That's why I like it. So it gives a very subtle, and then you can build it on if you want sort of a pow effect. And I like that. I'm going in with that shade as well on my, I need a clean brush for this. Eyeshadow Large 703 Makeup Store. I'm going in with that one right on my brow bone, right here. To just give a bit more dimension to a very soft neutral look we have created on the eye. Let's remember the other side. Am I still recording? Yeah. So annoying yesterday when I was filming and the recording sort of just, well, the space ran out. Sorry about that, it happens, and I had to sort of throw a few things and it still wasn't enough, so the ending got a bit chopped. Weird anyway, the ending wasn't the way I would like it to be. There we go! And now I am using the Eyeshadow Small 701. And it's tiny. Focus on it. Come on. There we go. Oh, and the one I was using looked like. So it was the bigger one I'm using, and now I'm using this tiny one. And I'm going in with Milky Way, which is the lightest shade. It's a shimmery shade as well. Corner. And I really like the way the Milky Way looks. This is another shade you can use as highlighter on your cheeks as well if you're paler than me. If you're my complexion or darker, then you will have a streak of white going down your cheek, and if you want that, then by all means go ahead and use it like that. But if you don't want to look like that, then I would suggest not. And this one is another shade you can just pack on if you want it to glow even more. Just keep adding on. I'm going for a neutral look, so that's good for me. I said I'm going for a neutral look. I wanted red lip, strong red lip. I'm liking the way it looks with my neutral sort of shade. For me, what is a neutral shade is Rhodial. You can see how well used it is. You can barely read anything on it. But I really like this shade. It's Big Apple. It's dark, as you can see, but it's very close to my personal, well, it is my personal, to my natural lip colour when I put it on. So I like using this one. I'm not going to today because the idea was to use Swedish brands, and the idea was also to use as much of Linda Hallberg's products as I could. So I'm going in with the Mood Crayon Anger. For those of you who don't know, the shade is red. And I'm putting that on my lips. I already have lip balm on. I always put lip balm on after I've brushed my teeth and then sort of eat breakfast and things like that, but you can still see that there's still sort of moisture from the balm on my lips. Sometimes if it's a lot I take some of it off, but I'm going to leave it on as it is right now, because as I like using lipsticks and things like that, as much nourishment as you can give your lips on the hours you're not wearing anything on them, whoops, the better. Another tip: if you're wearing matte lipsticks or liquid lipsticks, well, basically any matte shade, always have lip balm underneath, because those shades are very well, they can be good, but if you're sort of using them very often, like almost every day, like I do, then eventually they will dry your lips out. So having lip balm underneath, I shouldn't be talking and doing this at the same time. Having lip balm underneath is basically very good to keep your lips happy and not dried out. Now I have very marked Cupid's bow, which I like most of the time, but now and then I find really annoying. And with red lips I usually stay within the perimeters of my natural line. I like the way my lips sort of go in a bit. I think it looks really well with a red lip. When I use nudes I usually go outside a little to give me a more rounder look, but I don't know, I just think it looks really nice, for me personally at least. If you want a line outside, then go ahead and do. Now, for those of you who don't know, Linda Hallberg is a makeup artist with the true sense of the word, you know, on the emphasis on artist. She created this line after years of experience, and what all her products have in common, they are multi-use. They are all wearable on your body, anywhere on your body. So this palette can be used, if you want them on your lips, use them on your lips. If you want them on your face, on your eyes, anywhere, you can use them all over. The same with the crayon, you can use them as blush, you can use them as liner, inside, you know, a waterline. They are, you know, produced and done to be able to work all over your face. And to be kind all over your face as well. They are cruelty free, which is another huge plus. A vegan and cruelty free. I try to use as much vegan and cruelty free products as possible, especially when it comes to makeup. Then I'm kind of, yeah. If a lice dies now and then for some red shades, I can live with that. Sorry lice, but I can. But when people are sort of using parts of animals or testing on animals, something that is so unnatural to them, then I think, well, it's, for me at least, it's just plain cruel. Those are the lips done, and this is, the sun came out, so now I'm really pale, and you can see every highlight, even the ones I haven't chosen to highlight with makeup. My nails. So I'm going in just because the sun was kind enough to grace us with her or his presence. Let's see, this is Mojave. Why would I change it if that's the one I always use? They have a wide range of this, so hopefully for your complexion, even dark ones, that's why I'm saying hopefully, you will find the right one for you. That's the right brush. And we're going in. And this summer I've barely used this powder now. I'm more doing it for show here, just to show that it works, but it's been so warm that sort of, for me, unfortunately, because I like using a lot of moisturizer. So even though I have a natural sort of face, more natural than greasy, I mean my T-zone can be greasy, but the rest of my face don't tend to be so shiny. But this summer with this heat, and the amount of water I've been drinking and the amount of moisturizer I've been adding on my face, then you know, I've been a lot shinier. So I basically haven't used this because it's a waste of good powder. because I've been so warm and so sweaty that sort of every half hour I have to be adding on, and again, waste of good product. Everyone's been sweaty this summer, so why bother? But this is a quick and easy makeup look. It takes a lot less time than this video, because when I babble on it takes longer for me to apply everything. So consider, well, if you're not used to it, I've done this look several times, so for me it's definitely a 10-minute look and I'm done. So use the weekend. If you sort of don't know how much time certain things take, use the weekends, clock yourself, do your makeup, and then you know. For removing makeup, use kind products that are made for removing makeup, or products that are sort of perfume free, that are natural creams. You can use face creams, you can use body lotion as well, as natural as possible, to be kind to your face, because when we're using a lot of makeup, the skin takes a beating, you know, it does, because you're adding things on, you're taking things off, you're cleansing, you're doing a lot to it. So use products that are sort of as kind as possible to you. Remember to drink a lot of water, whether it is warm outside or not, your skin will be very happy for it as well. So that's it, a few tips from me. Thank you very much for watching. Again, if you have any suggestions on what I should film, like getting back to school looks, just leave comments down below. Be kind to one another, because I am a cyber smiler, so no bullying basically. And I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.